A simple, smart, safe roulette strategy. Is it safe? Probably not, but it's simple, that's for sure. Is it smart? Well, we're about to find out. We're going to play this strategy for 30 spins. Let me just get the stats open for us. Very easy to do this strategy. There's three main rules. When the ball lands, I'll get the bet on straight away, so we're not wasting any time. We're going to bet on an even chance bet. For you guys that know me, I like to follow the winning colour. So whatever this is, red, we're going to bet $10 on red. And I'll tell you the progressions, pretty simple. So $10 on red. Here's what we do. On a winner, we increase by $10. On a loser, we increase by $20. So you're thinking, well, Greg, win or lose, you're increasing your bets. That's going to get well out of control. It could. It could really get well out of control. So that's why the safe in the name of this roulette strategy, I'm thinking that's a bit misleading. But we have a $50 take profit target and then we reset. So if we're going up 10, going up 20, going up 10, going up 20, and then eventually get to a $50 profit target, we reset back down to 10, 10. Sorry, just 10. So let's repeat this bet. That was a winner. So we're increasing by $10. So what we really want to do, oh, look at these numbers. Glad that we didn't jump in any earlier. We want to see long streaks. When I'm following the winning colour, this would have probably really hurt. Black, red, black, red. We would have won black. It's just so choppy. Black, red, black, red, black, red. So hopefully she's stopped doing that and we can hit a nice run. Now, this doesn't have, that was a loser. This doesn't have that safety net that I like in the Oscars grind. Let me just repeat this bet. Get another $20 on and move it over to black. So the safety net that I like is if you're close to your profit target, aka $50, reset. What can happen here as your bets get big? Let's say you're at $40 profit, but your bets are $60, so you only need $10 to get to that session profit or to get to that target profit. You don't reset, which is probably not smart either. So there's definitely a smarter way to play this. So consider that yourself. You might want to be resetting earlier than these rules actually dictate. We've lost that. So we're going to have to add another $20 onto this. So we repeat, add another $20 and move it over to red. Really hope she's not too choppy here. Hopefully she's got that out of her system and we just go red, 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 and we're in the money. So, for example, this is what will happen. If we win the next two, we're $50 down. We've got a $60 bet on the table, so we're going to $10 profit. We will only need $40 to hit our session target, but we're going to still increase our bet. We need to win first. Look at this. We're $110 down already, guys. Let's repeat. Get another $20 on. Move it over to black. So our stats, pretty easy to understand what we should be doing in these 30 spins. 50-50 chance there or thereabouts. It's 48.6% chance because of the zero. So 15 wins, 15 losses. You could argue 14 wins, 6 losses. What I'm talking about. 14 wins, 16 losses would be the fair probability. We could do with a black number soon. Or, well, not soon, only this spin, not the next one. Right, we got it. We're still down. So we're going to repeat this bet. As per the rules, increase by $10. If we look at those stats, so we've got a $90 bet on the table. We'll recover that 30 and then we'll be $60 in profit and we can reset. That's what I'd like to do. Because otherwise, lose this, it goes to a $110 bet. This might be safe if you had a $1,000 bankroll and playing with 50-cent bets. But this can get away from you. If you can't hit, oh good, we hit it. If you can't get to that session profit, we've just done it. So we are $60 in profit. So we're going to go to $10 on black. reset. Hit that $50 profit target, then reset. Now, something that I'm unsure about is it $50 milestones? So do I now have to make a $110 profit before I reset? Or do I just have to make a $100 profit and reset? I think I'm going to play that sensibly. Like I said, if I am at $100, so I'm $10 away, and my bet's are $90, I'll just reset. There's no point stressing myself out. Okay, we hit a winner. And remember, on a winner, we are still increasing by $10, unless obviously we hit that session profit. So repeat and add $10. So what was interesting before that spin is we did have 3 wins, 3 losses, and we were $60 in profit. So I always like when betting strategies have the true probabilities play out and you still make money. Because obviously, if I was just betting $10 on an even chance every spin, won 3, lost 3, I'd be completely break even. Now, obviously, there's an element of risk to this because my bets are increasing. That's going to put us at 110. Is it? No. Oh, my bad. Repeat the bet and add another $10. It had already updated. For some reason, I thought I was on 90 and it was going to go to 110. So here, again, it's happening. Where, like, if you were playing a sensible, like a really smart strategy like the Oscars grind, you're like, okay, I'm $10 away. No need to increase my bets. In fact, I can reset back down to 10. This doesn't happen with this strategy. The rule is increase by 10 until you make that $50 profit. Now, is it a $50 profit milestone, or is it... I went straight into a red number. Or is it a $50 from your session profit? Anyway, let's repeat this bet. Add 20 this time because we lost, and move it over to red. So up 10 on a winner, up 20 on a loser, reset after $50 profit. If we win this, we will go to that 110, which will be $50 from the session high, which will be quite nice. I don't have to think about it, and we can reset. Just don't want to hit a long streak of losers with this strategy. All right, that's not good. So we are going to add another $20. Move that to 70 and go back over to black. So she did give us a nice streak, which was nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blacks in a row. Interestingly enough, we have had 5 wins, 5 losses, and we are $10 in profit, but we're on $70 bets. And we know the next one is at least 80. It might be 90, depending on what happens here. It's another loser. So now we're $60 down. Increase the bet by 20. Move it over to red. So I've gone 1, 2. I've only lost 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3. I've only lost 3 in a row. And my bets are $90. But obviously that's because I was increasing on a win as well. Oh, come on. So this is like a double whammy when you lose, because obviously you've lost your bet, which isn't fun, and you have to increase by $20, which isn't fun. So move that over to black. Yeah, I probably would not be claiming in the name of this strategy. It's called the SSS. Simple, smart, safe. Not safe. Guys, it's not safe. It's fun, simple. We're going to find out if it's smart. Okay, that's a winner, which is nice. And we're going to increase our bet by $10. So here we go. This is the situation that I want you to consider if you try this strategy. we've got $120 on the table, okay? If it wins, we are going to be $80 in profit. So we're not going to be at that $100 milestone or potentially that $110. So we're still going to have to increase our bets, which is just madness, really, if we win this, which we didn't, which we did not. Okay, let's repeat the bet. Add $20, move it over to red. Now, we've only lost 2 spins more than we should have. Like, we've not been really disastrous unlucky, but we are $160 down, and our bets are big at $140. All we really need is 3 wins in a row, and I think we fully recoup. We're on a losing streak. Let's see if we can recover with this strategy. Right, add another 20, $160 bet, move it over to black. I'm starting to change my mind on this strategy. Well, I don't know why it's number 13, but this should probably be like 23 maybe. Because look what happens. I mean, we're not got super unlucky, but our bankroll is just getting annihilated. I remember putting this in because of its simplicity and because of its fun. You've always got to have some fun playing roulette. You can't be too methodical. I think we're going to get wiped out here, guys. Repeat the bet. Go to 180, move it over to red. What are these numbers? She's just been so choppy recently. Like we had that nice streak, and then she went red, black, red, black. So we won here, red, black. So we've just been on a terrible streak of losers, but we did also hit a nice streak of winners. And streaks happen, so we need it to reverse quick. We're only halfway there. We've only had 16 spins. Oh, okay, we got one. We're miles away from our target, though. We repeat the bet, and we still add $10 to this. So we're on 190. I mean, guys, even if we win this, we go to a $200 bet. And even if we win that, I don't think we're at session profit. Are we? 190 will be $90 down, hit a $200 bet. We won't be at that session profit. And I might, what should I do? Should I play by the rules or should I play how I would play it? Let's try and win this first before we try and make these decisions. We've got it. Repeat the bet, and we're on a $200 bet. Okay, here's the issue. If we win this $200, we are going... Oh no, if we win this $200, we'll be $110 in profit and we reset. Wow, is this going to recover with 3 wins in a row? This is a big spin for us, guys. A massive spin for us. I was thinking we were going to be short and we would still have to do those $200 bets. Massive spin. Needs to be red. Please be red so we can reset. Got it. There we go. Big recovery. 1, 2, 3 spins and we're in the money. Okay. Let's just go back down to a $10 bet on red. Our probabilities have come back to where they should be. So here you go. This is what I like. Obviously, when it works, 9 wins, 10 losses. So a little bit less than what it should be, but we're still $110 in profit. It was starting to get scary then. We were $460 down. Now we're at a $10 bet. I feel much better. Okay. It's obviously not nice to lose, but losing on a $10 bet feels much better than losing on a $200 bet. Repeat. As per the progression, add $20 and move it over to the last winning colour. So we are 2/3 of the way there. We've had 11 losses, 9 wins. That's 20 spins in total. 10 more. Be nice if we can hit another $50 milestone. So again, I don't know if I'm going for 150 or if I'm going for 160. I'm going to play it by ear. Depending on what my bets are, if I get to 150, I'll probably reset. I might not need to make that decision. That's a win. Repeat the bet. We're not at 150 or 160, and we're going to add $10. So actually, I won't need to make that decision if this wins. If this wins, we'll go up to 170, and it's definitely a reset. So, a misleading title of the name of the roulette strategy, calling it safe. Yeah, you've seen how not safe this actually can be. It's a loser. So we're going to repeat, add 20, and move it over to red. Okay, I've made the decision. Just looking at these stats. So it's $60 on the table. If this wins, it'll go to $150. I'm going to treat this as milestones rather than an additional $50. And what I mean by that is get to $50 profit reset, get to $100 profit reset, rather than being at, like, let's say 180 session profit and then needing another $50. Because I think this is already a bit too aggressive. Okay, we got it. And we're at $150. So you could argue that the next bet should be $70, which would obviously win us a lot more. But I'm just going to put 10. And the reason why you could argue that is because our session profit was 110. Are you trying to win another $50 from 110? If you are, the target is 160. I've said no. The target is 150. Let me reset. Have I done myself out of another $60? We're about to find out. But either way, I prefer to play safe. Yeah, I did. Never mind. So I would have won another $60 if I was playing it that way, but I'm not. So we add another $10 here. So we're on a $20 bet on red. But I think that's the sensible way to play. Do you really want to be betting $70 on an even chance when you only need to win $10? Let me know. Would you have had a $70 bet? I bet in hindsight, all of you will be saying yes, 100% would have had a $70 bet. Fair enough. But here we go. Look at the stats. 12 wins, 12 losses. True probabilities playing out, and we're $160 in profit. So if you were just flat betting, you'd be completely even. Okay, repeat the bet. Get another 20 on and move it over to black. Yeah, if you were flat betting this, actually, you'd be $10 down. You'd have lost 13, so you'd have lost 130 and you'd have won 120. This is why I don't like flat betting systems. And it's obvious why you shouldn't do flat betting systems on an even chance, just pure dumb luck. That's a winner. So we're not at the session profit. We're not at that $200 milestone. I am continuing with the rule of increase by $10, which I don't like, but rules are rules, as they say. So honestly, guys, if you're playing this yourself, I don't recommend. You're $20 away from your target profit. Do you really want to add another $10? If anything, you should be reducing this bet to hit that milestone. But that's the Oscars grind. I'm taking what I like as one of my favorite strategies and saying you should do it in this. But we're testing out all different strategies. Perhaps this is going to be black and I'm going to win more money. It was. So it actually did us a favor. We're going to go, we're going to reset. We've hit that $200 milestone and we reset back down to black. Reset down to $10 on black. What a recovery. We were almost down and out, guys. We were $460 and I'm $460 down, and I'm pretty sure we were on $180 bets. So we only had like 3 losers left in us. We've come straight back and we're in $230 profit. So is it smart? Based on this, yes. Fortunately, we reset. So we lost our minimum bet. We're going to increase by 20 on a loser and move it over to red. We've had 28 spins. We've got 2 more spins. And like I said right at the start of the video, I was hoping for 15 wins, 15 losses. You could argue the true probabilities are 16 losses, 14 wins. So even if we lose the next 2, can't really grumble and say, oh, we've been unlucky. Even if we do lose the next 2, we're going to be in the profit. But obviously, it'll be nice to win one of these, which we have, which I think puts us at that milestone of 250, which it does. $250 milestone. Going to reset back down to $10 on red. Apologies for repeating myself, but like I said, if you are going for $50, like an additional $50 from your milestone, this would actually be a $40 bet. So if you've got a bit more risk behind you, try that out. Guys, make sure you come into the Discord, join the community, find out where I'm playing, get involved with all the rewards. We finished on a loser, which actually is quite nice because it emphasizes how good betting progressions can be when they play out, because we have had exactly 15 wins, 15 losses, and we still made $240. Like I said, if you're flat betting that, you've broken even. With this betting system, you've made $240. We're starting to see the power of these 25 strategies to play in 2025. I hope you like that one. Did get a bit scary. I'll see you in the next video.